So do you think a migraine is just a bad headache? Well, think again. I'm Tiffany. I'm a physician assistant, but I'm also a GLP-1 advocate, and I use my channel to do patient education. So there are some links over here in my bio if you're having trouble affording your weight loss medicines that hopefully could help you. But I like to use my platform to do medical education. So stick around if you have headaches, because this could be information that you need. So migraines are actually a complex neurologic disorder. They're not just a bad headache. So this actually involves abnormal electrical activity in the brain, inflammation of the blood vessels, and even abnormal fluctuations of neurotransmitters like serotonin. So there's also another neurotransmitter that we just are learning about called calcitonin gene-related peptide, or CGRP for short. So all these things can trigger intense one-sided pain in the head with accompanying nausea, vomiting, and even sensitivity to light, smell, and sound. Now, about 25% of people actually get what we call an aura. So an aura means that you get either a visual or some sort of sensory abnormality that happens before the pain actually begins. So that can look like weird squiggly lines in your vision. Sometimes it can be an abnormal smell that you smell no one else smells. It can be lots of different things that can come with an aura, but it's always a little bit weird. So a lot of people don't realize that migraines actually come in 4 stages. The first stage is what we call the prodrome. The prodrome can be very subtle. So you can have things like neck stiffness, even yawning, or subtle mood changes. Stage 2, sometimes in about 25% of people, they get the aura. Not everybody gets an aura, but once the aura kicks in, people pretty much know the migraine's coming. Now, stage 3 is usually actually the attack. So that's when the pain actually starts in. Stage 4 is what we call the postdrome. And with that, people can get fatigue and confusion. We actually call this a migraine hangover. So it actually takes a while to get over a migraine. So we know that migraines can last anywhere from 4 to 72 hours, and they affect over 1 billion people in this world. Now, they're 3 times more common in women, probably because of hormonal fluctuations. And believe it or not, they're actually the second leading cause of disability. So migraines can have so many different triggers, and triggers can be different for each patient, but some really common triggers can be stress, dehydration, bright lights, sleep changes, hormonal shifts, and even barometric pressure changes. So migraines are a chronic condition, so they're not curable, but they're definitely treatable. So we have to treat them in a couple different ways, and there's 2 different phases of treatment. One phase of treatment is what we call abortive treatment, which is where when you get a migraine, we got to stop it. So there's certain medicines we use to abort the treatment. These medicines are best utilized, and you take them as soon as you know that you're getting a migraine. So theoretically, you want to take them as soon as you get that pre-drome phase or the aura. By the time you actually get the migraine, it's really hard to get it back under control. Now, people that get 4 or more migraine days in a month usually qualify for preventative treatment. So they take things on a routine basis to help lower the amount of migraines that they tend to have. Now, there are some supplements that have been associated with helping with migraine control. Those include magnesium, riboflavin, and CoQ10, but none of those are helpful across the board in every single patient. So just remember that migraines are not just a headache, they are a chronic medical condition, and they can be serious for a lot of people. So drop it in the comments, let me know what your triggers are, and follow me for more helpful medical information.